Hey guys, what's up? I hope you had a good Valentine's Day weekend, President's Day holiday weekend. I'm a little behind on these blogs, and just bear with me because I've got about a couple hundred great emails, and I can't wait to dive in there and answer them all for you. But if you can give me this little bit of leeway here, I want to tell you about my weekend, because something happened to me that affected me more than I thought it would. And the subject here, so this email comes from Greg. Hi Greg. Alright, so what this is about is a mindset. I always talk about the mind-body thing, and I feel like I know it pretty well. Well, I had a wake-up call this weekend that I'm just dying to share with you because I learned so much. The subject is basically that your body and your mindset are stronger than you think it is. Your body will quit when your mind tells you your body will quit, but your body's stronger than that. And so the event was this. We did a 100-mile bike race down in Palm Springs. It's a one-day event, sunrise and sunset kind of thing. And to give you a little history of my biking experience, I haven't ridden a bike since, let's see, since I got my license. I haven't had a need to. So my buddy talked me into it. It was a charity event, and I went out and bought a bike, and I rode around the neighborhood for about 3-4 miles. I'm like, it feels good and everything else. I loaded in the car and just took down there. And that week prior to the race, I was kind of stressing out. I was worried about this and that, all these due dates and deadlines. I'm like, oh man, I gotta go down this race, and I was kind of stressed out, right? And I go down to this race with zero prep time, zero prep, and it ended up being about 108 miles because we had to go figure. We had to bike 2 miles from the hotel to the start point. I mean, just anyway. But biking and everything else, and everyone's telling me, oh, you're crazy, you're not going to do any prep, you're just going to go into this, you're out of your mind, what are you thinking, your ass is going to kill you, you're not going to make it, and everything else. It's been very easy for me to listen to that, all that bullshit, and let it absorb into me and affect my mental outlook on that race. But I didn't. I said, hey, you know what? I'm not going to pass judgment on this. I'm not going to accept your opinions and create them as my own. I'm going to create my own opinion. I'm going to have a non-prejudged attitude, and I'm going to go on this thing with a positive attitude. We'll see what happens. I'm not looking to win it. I'm just looking to survive it and get a workout, right? So I go there and I start racing. I'm with my good friend Corey Sorensen, and we're just going along. The 25-mile break points each time, get some water and stuff. And it's unbelievable. One, the weather was spectacular. It's like 70 degrees. Everything was in bloom from the rain that we've had. The mountaintops and the regions all white capped with snow. I mean, it was like an oasis. But it was a mental oasis. While I'm sitting there, I got my iPod and my headphones, I'm listening to music, I'm going down the path, I'm thinking of music is triggering different things. I'm doing a mental checklist of where I've been in my life, where I'm going, where I currently am, my shortcomings, my faults, my successes. It was unbelievable. It was like in the middle of all of this, which is all this stress on your body. I was taking a deep breath mentally and finding myself again. And the whole time, all that stress I had prior that week going into the race, I was thinking about it, put everything in perspective. Because when you're moving and you're thinking about something, it's almost as if you generate solutions faster. Now I'm just riding and I'm finding myself, and I'll tell you what, that race went by like that. When we finished the race and everything else, I had a sense of fulfillment, accomplishment. I was like, man, that was awesome. I cannot wait to go out and do it again. Why I'm saying this to you is this. Not to be like, hey, great, good job, you did 100 miles. No, fuck that. It's not about that. It's that I learned that, one, everyone said don't do it, you can't do it, and all this stuff. So one, yes, I can do it. Yeah, was I tired? Yeah. Were my legs sore? Was my ass still sore? Fuck, yes, it is. But you know what? That little bit of pain that I feel right there equates to this much pride. So the difference is this much pride, right? And I take that much pride into the next day, and all of a sudden I'm going up here. Positive attitude, right? At the end of the race, we're at the hotel. It was like 9,000 contestants. So everyone in the hotel was part of this race. I jumped into a hot tub, 15 strangers, guys and girls. I don't know them for the life of me, right? At the end of that, we're talking and shooting the shit. We're talking about different events. Everyone's positive, a sense of accomplishment that did something. I made friends, and you're around positive people that are doing something with their life. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do something, because you can. The only person that you have to try everything. And in trying, you find out if you can do it for one, or hey, I might need to train up some, or did I win the race? No. There were pros up there, I think like in, like 6.5 hours, right? We stopped and had a good time. There were pros that did it like in like 2.5 hours, you know? So, I'm not some Lance Armstrong, but you know what? I did an event, I signed up for it, I said I was gonna do it, I kept my word, I came out, a great workout, mentally just invincible, I felt like, And it's those kind of things, you gotta go for it, guys. You gotta say, you know what, this comfort zone I'm in is a fucking danger zone. It's a danger zone because what is it doing? It's stopping you from your true potential. It's comfortable. I don't want to step out here because I don't know that area. Well, that area is gonna give you gotta risk it, right? And the reward is huge. Yeah, I got a little bit of pain right now. My ankle's a little sore, but I got all this reward of pride of who I am and everything else. And I'm taking that into my next endeavor, and the next job. And you know what? That's going to be enhanced. You guys got to risk it, man. Don't let anyone say you can't do something. Don't let your mind say, oh, I can't do it anymore to your body. You can. You just got to push past it. You guys heard the second wind, I got my second wind, my third wind. That shit's in us. We stop ourselves before we really need to be stopped. We listen to society and what the normality, the average people are saying, oh, that's too much, it's too much. Too much for them, man, not too much for you. So go for it, man. Go enter something that you've been scared to do. Just entering it, you'll feel a sense of pride. And I guarantee you what you're so freaked out about, you're going to find out it's not that big of a deal. And then you're going to come back and say, you know what? That fear I had for so long that was lurking over me and making me, skeptical and scared and less confident, I just faced it in the eyes. And you know what? I beat it down. So how many other fears do I have right now? What else am I hiding behind? Let me get rid of all these excuses and find out who the fuck I am. That's what you guys need to do, man. This weekend, I couldn't believe it, man. Like, I've never ridden a bike before. I'm not those guys and girls that just kick my ass. But, I came away with something that, man, I am so motivated right now for the next endeavor of my life. And I'm going to try something new. And I'm going to push it and push it and push it. At the end of my life, my tombstone, one thing it'll have on it: no fucking regrets. And that's a good life, man. So I encourage you, man, whatever that fear inside of you is, whatever you've been making up every excuse, so you can get everybody else convinced that you're not doing it for that reason, even though inside you're just being a bullshitter, just let it out. Say, hey, you know what, I'm scared. I'm really fucking scared. But I'm going to give it a shot. How about some support? They get behind you, and then you go for it, and bam, you overcome that step. The next step's even bigger and bigger. Next time, then you're on top of the mountain, man. You ain't got one life. Why not go for it, right? All right, I'm getting long-winded, man, but I tell you what, man, this weekend was a mental epiphany for me. I mean, it was awesome, man. It's awesome. And that's the beautiful thing about working out and fitness and controlling your own world, because you own this, man. It's all you. When you're in shape, man, you don't walk through life. You run through it. And then while you're running through it, you're seeing somebody to your right and left who are positive too. You start associating with them as friends. The whole network's positive. Together, collectively, you got fucking kicking it. So, alright, go for it, guys. Whatever that fear is, write it down. Tell everybody you're scared of it. And you go fucking beat the shit out of it. Anyway, I got a lot of blogs coming to you this week. Happy Valentine's Day past. And rock and roll, man. A new life today. This is it, man. Right now, start point. Life is not about where you start or where you end. It's the distance you travel in your life. And this weekend, I traveled a huge mental distance. And I want you to do the same. Thanks for watching.